I think it was a good newscast. What did you guys think?
As news director and vice president of news for NBC 10 and Telemundo 62, Anzio Williams sets the tempo and the tone for daily newscast. And he sets an inclusive tone that serves the diverse needs of Philadelphia viewers.
And that we serve it in a way that is that is reflective of what's actually happening in the community, that is being delivered by people that looks like the community we serve.
15 armed robberies in all.
Anzio calls diverse and inclusive coverage a necessary and serious undertaking. Since taking the helm at NBC 10 3 years ago, his hires have included black reporters on the air and producers behind the scenes, decision-making positions.
You know, I keep having this hope and belief that one day it's just going to be the norm.
That norm would include conversations about things like whether race or sexuality should be referenced in various stories, or what language is culturally offensive and why.
If we're having the right conversations in the newsroom on the front end, that prevents a lot of conversations on the back end about what happened. Why didn't we think of that?
Anzio believes being inclusive is the right thing to do for the community and smart business for stations. His station's ratings have been on the rise in this competitive news market.
Denise, back to you.
Thanks, Danny.
A reflection perhaps of viewers' appreciation of what and who they see on the air.
I believe there is value in having people of color, you know, on television. I think there's value in making sure that we're covering issues that matter to people of color, and for that fact, you know, make sure that we're being balanced across the board of all races and nationalities.
Some wonder if Anzio's hiring patterns are influencing other local newsroom decisions around diverse hiring and the use of medical, political, and other experts on the news.
You know, and then I'm constantly saying, okay, now where are our minorities in positions of expertise? Where are our women in positions of expertise?
Anzio believes the most successful newsrooms thrive on the difference at the decision table. He expects staff members to bring their unique culture, class, and gender experiences to conversation and the coverage.
Whether you are a female or whether you're you know, LGBT, you know, or what have you, or Latino, I expect for you to come to work who you are so that we can be able to get your experiences and then be able to reflect that by the time we go on television.
Raised in Durham, North Carolina by his grandmother Esther, she's still the one he calls in tough times.
She's certainly been my rock.
We gotta go keep everybody alive.
Nothing was tougher for Anzio than guiding his newsrooms at WDSU in New Orleans through Hurricane Katrina.
First time I cried was that first night when, you know, people, you know, were not there, you know, until you have a couple of nights go by and everyone hasn't reported back to the television station and you don't know whether they're dead or alive.
It was former NBC 10 news director Drew Barry who put Anzio's career aspirations in perspective when Anzio participated in journalism workshops sponsored by the National Association of Black Journalists. The top news executive guided Anzio away from an on-camera career toward one where he could call the shots.
I quickly learned that I could be more effective, you know, behind the scenes and making sure that stories are covered, you know, properly and that there's proper representation, you know, on television.
The impact of Barry's guidance resonated when Anzio hired Drew Barry's daughter, Andrea, to produce the 11 o'clock news. He was impressed with her leadership skills, just as her dad had been with his.
When she walked in the door, I shed a tear to see that come full circle.
Anzio strives to build on the work of those who paved the way for him, acknowledging race is still an issue to be tackled in newsrooms. He appreciates this honor by his peers.
Receiving the Impact Award from PABJ, you know, says that, you know, I am at least on the right track. You know, when I'm not finished with the work that I'm doing, you know, it certainly gives me a push in the back to say, keep going, you're on the right track, we value what you're doing, and I am thankful for that.
PABJ salutes Anzio Williams with the 2015 Impact Award.